Welcome to this example of Comedy Friday, a program you'll hear every Friday on the Radio Theater channel at www.oldtimeradiolisten.com.
This is the Radio Theater channel.
Henry Aldrich, Homer, hosts a rotating weekly party, 1948.
And now the Jell-O family presents...
Henry Aldrich.
Coming, Mother.
A typical teenage boy like Henry Aldrich is as unpredictable as the weather. And like the weather, he can change in a moment from storm to calm. And usually, a whole household changes with him. The scene opens in the Aldrich living room. It is early Saturday evening.
Sam, would you like me to put another log on the fire?
No, thank you, Alice.
I wouldn't mind a bit, dear. I know you like to be warm when you're reading.
Alice, there's only one thing I really like when I'm reading.
What, dear?
Not to be talked to.
Well, you won't have to worry about Henry bothering you tonight. He'll be out of the house the whole evening. And frankly, I don't know why one of us didn't think of it years ago.
Putting him out of the house?
No, dear. Arranging for the children to have a party at a different home each week. It'll be so much easier sitting in the kitchen one night every 2 months when we know that the rest of the time we can read in the living room in peace and quiet.
We can?
Of course, dear. Just as you are now.
Yes.
Elizabeth said she thought the idea was a stroke of genius. But I wouldn't go so far as to say that. Would you, Sam?
Alice, I think your idea is wonderful. It's brilliant. It gives me an opportunity to read this book. Now, suppose I read it.
Dear, you can't read it if you keep on talking all the time.
Mother!
Yes, Henry?
Have you been making any rag rugs recently?
Any what?
Rag rugs! I can't find my maroon socks.
Henry, your socks are in your top drawer.
I'm sorry, Mother, they are, and I've turned my drawers inside out.
That's strange because I distinctly remember putting them away.
Alice, why don't you go upstairs and help him look?
Well, while I'm doing that, will you please answer the phone?
Now, wait a minute. Henry's perfectly capable of finding his own socks.
But, dear...
You answer the phone.
Mother!
Alice, Henry's calling you.
What is it, Henry?
The phone's ringing.
Yes, dear, I know. Hello?
Hello, is that you, Mrs. Aldrich?
Yes, how are you, Homer?
Okay, I guess, except for my arms.
Your arms?
They're just sort of aching from carrying a couple of armchairs out to the kitchen for my parents. But don't worry, they'll be in shape by the time Agnes gets here.
Your parents?
No, my arms. And could I speak to Henry, please?
Dear, Henry's in his bare feet, but he'll see you at your party in a little while.
In his bare feet?
Father!
Goodbye, Homer.
I know, but...
Father!
Oh, Sam!
Yes?
Henry's calling you.
Henry, your mother told you where your socks were?
I found my socks, Father. I had them on.
Alice, do you think we should have his eyes examined?
Dear, the only trouble with Henry is his body works faster than his mind.
Father, what I can't find now is your tie clip.
Now, say here.
Sam, I'll go look for it. You just go back to your book.
Perhaps I should wait until Henry's mind catches up with the rest of it.
Oh, my goodness. Hello?
Mrs. Aldrich, we were cut off.
Homer, what is it you want?
I have to speak to Henry. It's very urgent.
Just a minute. Henry!
Yes, Mother.
Homer wants you on the phone.
I can't come now. I'm taking a bath.
Dear, I thought you were all dressed except your feet.
I was, but I just got shoe polish on me.
Hello, Homer?
Is he coming, Mrs. Aldrich?
No, he can't right now. Suppose you give me the message.
Well, listen, Mrs. Aldrich, I've got some bad news. Our radio's just gone on the bum.
Really?
And we won't have anything to dance to.
Homer, couldn't you play the piano?
How could you dance to Home Sweet Home?
Dear, haven't you been studying for years and years?
Only 5, Mrs. Aldrich.
And all you can play is Home Sweet Home?
Sure. Gee whiz, I'm no child prodigy.
Homer, I wish I could suggest something, but...
Well, as a matter of fact, how is your radio working, Mrs. Aldrich?
Our radio? Oh, I'm afraid Mr. Aldrich wouldn't let that out of the house.
Well, Mrs. Aldrich, did you ever hear that saying about the mountain and Mohammed?
What's that?
If your radio can't come to us, I'm sure the gang wouldn't mind going to your radio.
Now, just a minute, Homer. I'm afraid that's out of the question.
It is?
And besides, it's your parents' turn to look after the party tonight.
But neither of them plays the piano.
Well, dear, would this help you? There's a neighbor of ours who has a portable phonograph and a complete collection of records.
Oh, boy.
I'll send Henry over to borrow them.
You will, Mother?
Okay, but will you tell him to hurry? Half the kids are here.
Yes, Homer.
And if we don't get something to dance to, I'll never get Willie out of the punch bowl.
All right, Homer. Goodbye.
Mother, you mean I have to start running errands at a time like this?
Just over to Miss Spencer's to pick up her phonograph and records. Homer needs something to dance to.
Boy, I always have to wait on him, hand and foot.
Dear, you're not doing this for Homer. You're doing it for your father and me. And I thought you were taking a bath.
I decided I didn't have time. I'd only keep Diane waiting.
Well, here's your overcoat.
Thanks, Mother.
Dear, don't forget to put your gloves on.
Okay.
And have a good time.
Thanks, Mother. You and Father have a good time, too.
We will. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Was that Henry leaving, Alice?
Yes, Sam.
Well, thank goodness.
Oh, dear. Hello?
Hello, is that Mrs. Aldrich?
Yes?
Well, I'm very sorry to bother you, but this is Diane.
Diane?
Yes, Diane Conway. I'm going to a party tonight with your son, Henry.
Oh, of course, and he's certainly looking forward to it.
Oh, so am I.
And so are we. That is...
But do you happen to know whether Henry is picking me up at home or at DeHaven's drugstore?
Well, didn't he tell you?
Oh, yes, he did, I think, but... Well, you know how when Henry tells you something, 1 minute it's perfectly clear, and the next minute, you know what I mean?
Well, dear, I'm not sure, but he just left, and I was under the impression he was going to pick you up at your house.
Oh, my goodness, he can't do that.
Well, where are you now, Diane?
I'm waiting down here at the drugstore.
Well, then, suppose you go back home and wait for him.
But by the time I go all the way home, I'll miss him.
Well...
And I can't stay here. Everybody's staring at me.
Now, dear, just calm down. I know what we can do. You wait right where you are.
But Mrs. Aldrich...
It'll only be for 5 minutes. Goodbye. Sam!
Yes, Alice?
Will you please come here a minute?
What's the trouble now?
Here's your coat, dear.
My coat? I'm not going anyplace.
Sam, don't argue. You'll have to go down to DeHaven's drugstore before that child goes to pieces.
What child?
Diane. For the sake of our whole evening, Sam, you'll have to pick her up.
Pick her up and what?
Dear, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Hello?
Hello, Homer. This is me.
Henry, where have you been?
I've been slightly delayed, Homer, but I'll be right over to your place.
But, Henry, I thought you weren't coming, and I talked everybody out of dancing.
But, Homer...
So what do you say we go someplace?
After I've gone to all the trouble of getting you a phonograph and records?
What records have you got?
Well, I'll tell you. Listen, Homer, how would the gang feel about Schubert's 8th?
Who's 8?
Schubert.
Yeah? His 8th what?
Symphony, Homer. Haven't you ever heard of the Unfinished Symphony?
Listen, Henry, why would we want to listen to that?
I know, but...
Even Schubert wasn't interested enough to finish it.
But, Homer, that's the only kind of records Miss Spencer has.
Well, it's a good thing we're not dancing. Look, why don't we all go over to your place?
My place?
I mentioned it to your mother before, but I don't think she took the hint.
Now, listen, if you're planning to go over to my house, you're crazy.
What do you mean by a statement like that?
Homer, my folks are going to have one peaceful evening at home if it's the last thing I do.
Hello?
Hello, Alice.
Sam, where are you?
Down at DeHaven's drugstore. And, Alice, what does Diane look like?
Well, I'm not sure, dear, but I believe Henry mentioned something about blue eyes.
What kind of a description is that? What's she wearing?
Sam, I hadn't any idea. Although...
Yes?
It's pretty cold. She's probably wearing a fur coat.
You think so?
If she has one. Although, frankly, I doubt it.
Alice, I'm coming home.
Dear, you can't do that. Diane's waiting for you.
She isn't waiting here.
Then you better run over to Hilliard's drugstore and take a look around there.
But that's all the way across town.
Sam, we can't leave a single stone unturned.
Alice, how nice of you to phone.
Elizabeth, do you happen to know what Diane looks like?
Diane?
Yes, Henry's girl. Sam's down at Hilliard's drugstore looking for her, and we haven't the faintest idea what she looks like.
Oh, Diane. Well, as a matter of fact, Homer was talking about her at supper tonight.
Really? What did he say about her?
He said she was a dish.
A dish?
Yes, dear. You know, a Lulu.
Well, that's some help. Homer didn't mention exactly where Henry was to meet her, did he?
Well, Homer claims that all Henry talked about was somebody named Schubert.
Schubert?
Yes, and the number was 8. Oh, and Alice.
Yes?
Well, since Sam is down at the drugstore and he has to go by here on his way home, do you think he'd mind picking up a quart of ice cream?
I guess not.
And a tube of toothpaste while he's at it?
All right, Elizabeth.
And Alice, I still think this idea of yours is a stroke of genius.
You mean about the party?
Yes. Will and I can bear up tonight as long as we know that next week at this time we'll be in your shoes.
Say, Charlie.
Yeah?
You see that fella standing over there by the soda fountain?
The one with his hat pulled down over his eyes?
Yeah. Keep an eye on him.
Why? What's he doing?
Well, every girl that comes in here, he steps up to her, see, and stares at her.
Yeah? What do you suppose he's up to?
Wait a minute. I'll handle him. Oh, sir. You there. Is there something I can show you?
What's that?
May I help you?
Why, as a matter of fact, yes, I might want to buy something.
Fine. Are you interested in reading?
I was, earlier this evening.
Well, then, how about a good book?
A book? Why, all right.
We have a complete collection of pocketbooks right here.
Yes.
You just look over the titles and let me know which one you'd like.
Well, now then, let's see. Here's one.
Yes?
Little Man, What Now?
Diane, are you sure this is where that friend of your mother's lives?
Of course, Henry. And she has positively every kind of record.
She has, Diane? All popular?
I'm sure of it, Henry.
Oh, boy, Diane, it's a lucky thing I saw you waiting there in DeHaven's drugstore. The only thing is...
Yes?
Well, either your friend's out or she sleeps awfully hard.
Well, let's try the doorbell again.
I've got a better idea.
What are you picking up, Henry?
Some gravel. Stand back, Diane.
My goodness, are you going to throw it at the window?
Just gently.
Do you hear anything?
No, gee whiz.
Henry, I think we better give up and get to the party.
Give up? Why, if I don't get some dance records, do you know what Homer's going to do?
What?
Land right on top of my parents with all 4 feet.
Really?
Sure, punch bowl and all. And can't you see what a mess that would make of their quiet evening at home?
My goodness, Henry. I think you're about the most thoughtful boy I ever met.
Gee, thanks. I'm going to have one more shot at that window.
My, how many other boys would go to all this trouble?
Gee, thanks. Give me some elbow room, Diane. There. Oh, boy.
Henry!
How did that rock get in with the gravel?
Alice, I'm calling to tell you this whole thing is utterly ridiculous.
Now, Sam, Diane's waiting for someone to meet her in a drugstore, and I promised
But, Alice,
her...
it's getting embarrassing looking into girls' eyes to see what color they are.
But, dear...
I've never felt more like a criminal in my life.
What do you mean?
At Hilliard's, they threatened to call the police. And at Marshall's, they came right out and called me a masher.
You mean you've been to every drugstore in town?
I have.
Well, dear, is there a Schubert's drugstore on 8th Street?
What's that?
According to Homer, Henry talked about Schubert's at 8th.
Alice, there's no such place.
Dear, you'd better have a look.
Now, wait.
And while you're there, Mrs. Brown would like a quart of ice cream.
Now, wait.
And a tube of toothpaste. And you better get a dozen lemons, Sam, in case they run out of punch.
Now, wait a minute.
Now getting back to the troubles of Henry Aldrich. In order to ensure the quiet evening they had planned on spending at home, Mr. and Mrs. Aldrich are trying to get Henry off to a party. But the more they try, the further they get from their goal. The scene opens in Springer's hardware store. It is a little later the same evening.
It is, operator? The line's still busy?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Well, look, could you cut in on the conversation?
No, sir. I'm sorry.
But look, operator, it's only my mother speaking, see, and I'm her son.
I beg your pardon?
Her only son, see? And I know she'd want to talk to me. And we pay our bill regularly, every month.
I beg your pardon?
Sure, so couldn't you please cut in?
I'll try your number again and call you back.
I know, but you... Hello? Oh, boy.
Henry, you want me to wrap these for you?
The only thing is, Mr. Springer, I should speak to my mother first.
Now, look, when you got me out of bed to come down here and open my hardware store, you didn't say you were dragging your mother into it.
I'm not, Mr. Springer. Gee, I wouldn't think of dragging her out of the house when she's spending a nice, restful evening. Oh, boy, excuse me. Hello, operator.
Henry, is that you?
Gee whiz, Mother.
Yes, where are you?
Down at Springer's Hardware. And look, could I charge a small item or two to Father?
But
just
dear...
a window pane and some putty.
Henry, what for?
You mean you want to go into all the boring, uninteresting details now?
Yes, dear.
But I'm right here in the store with Mr. Springer in a nightshirt.
Henry, you wearing what?
No, it's Mr. Springer, see, and he's shivering. So won't you please say yes?
Well...
Gee, thanks, Mother. You can wrap them up, Mr. Springer. And another thing, Mother.
Yes, dear?
Well, I got sort of separated from Diane, see?
You mean you found her?
Sure, Mother, only I lost her again. When the window broke. We both had to run. So would you mind phoning her folks for me and see if she went home?
My goodness.
And then would you please phone Homer and tell him I'm practically on my way to the party?
But Henry...
All I have to do now is repair a little something and find Diane and round up some records, and then I'm all set.
Hello? Hello, Alice.
Sam, where are you now?
I'm phoning from Schubert's Delicatessen.
Where?
Schubert's Delicatessen. It's on the south side of town.
Dear, what are you doing there?
What am I doing? I'm looking for Diane.
But, Sam...
And this ice cream is beginning to melt.
Oh, mister.
Oh, just a minute, Alice.
Mister, did I hear you say you were looking for Diane?
Why, yes.
I'll tell her you're here.
You mean she's... Hello, Alice.
Yes, Sam?
Alice, I found Diane.
Well, thank goodness. Henry'll be so happy. Just take her and the ice cream and the lemons and the toothpaste straight over to the party at home.
Very well.
And, Sam, I just phoned Diane's parents, and they're terribly upset.
What about?
Well, they thought she was lost. So would you please stop by a drugstore again and buy some spirits of ammonia for Diane's mother?
Diane's mother?
Yes, dear. She's been having hysterics.
Good heaven.
And hurry, Sam. Goodbye.
Diane will be right with you, mister, as soon as she's through waiting on that table.
What's that? Now, hold on. There must be a mistake.
While you're waiting, what kind of meat do you like?
Meat?
Sure, Diane's boyfriends always buy something.
I am not one of Diane's boyfriends.
Sure, mister, sure. Now, what kind of meat do you like?
Where do you suppose he is? When I learned you'd moved your party down here to DeHaven's, I thought surely he'd be here.
Never mind Henry, Diane. Let's dance before the jukebox runs out.
Oh, I'd love to.
Gee, you're a swell dancer.
Oh, do you really think so, Homer?
You suppose we could dance a little faster?
Faster?
Sure, because as soon as this number runs out, boy, that was my last nickel.
Oh, but Homer, my goodness. Once I get started dancing, I just can't stop. I want to go on and on.
You do?
Yes. Isn't there someplace we can go where there's a phonograph and some records?
Look, Diane, let's just put our heads together and we'll think of something.
Henry, what is it you're trying to say?
Isn't it clear, Mother? I'm in a music shop on the edge of town, see, and I finally got some records.
You mean you bought them?
No, I got them on the cuff, on account of my face.
Your face?
Sure. The man said one thing about it, it's honest.
Well, dear, that's fine. Then you're all fixed up.
I am?
Well, didn't I tell you your father found Diane?
Sure, but, well, frankly, Mother, there's a slight new development.
Henry, it's nothing serious.
Serious? Oh, no.
What is it?
Well, brace yourself.
Henry, what's happened?
I just discovered I sort of lost Miss Spencer's phonograph.
You lost it?
Well, not exactly. That is, I have something else instead.
What?
A typewriter.
Oh, my heavens.
The case looks exactly the same, Mother, so you can't blame the fellow too much.
What fellow?
On the streetcar, the fellow who picked up my phonograph and left me this typewriter.
Oh, my goodness. Henry, hang up.
Hang up?
I think I can catch your father at Diane's house.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, mister. Don't do it again.
Don't do what?
Drip milk in the dirt.
It isn't milk, it's ice cream.
I got enough to do sweeping out these streetcars without people traipsing through and dripping milk.
Well, look, suppose I just sit down here where I'll be out of your way.
Can't sit there.
Why not?
That's the motorman's seat.
I don't intend starting your streetcar.
Just the same, you can't sit there. Company rules.
All right. May I just ask you a simple question?
Last time a layman sat on the motorman's seat, there was trouble.
Well, look, you have a lost and found department down here at the car barns, haven't you?
'Twasn't the lost and found.
What wasn't?
Fellow run the thing right off the tracks and smack into the cafeteria.
Look, I'm not interested in your cafeteria.
It's closed anyway.
May I just ask one simple question?
I don't see why not.
Well, now look. A little while ago, my son was riding on a streetcar.
This streetcar?
I don't know what streetcar. It doesn't matter what streetcar. The point is...
Mister...
yes?
You're dripping in my dirt again.
I'm very sorry. The point is he had a phonograph.
On the streetcar?
Of course on the streetcar.
Can't play music on the streetcar. Company rules.
He wasn't playing it, he was carrying it. That is, he set it down, and when he picked it up, he had a typewriter.
Is that so?
Yes.
Sounds like a good trick.
Oh, it was very simple. Someone else took his phonograph.
I know a few good tricks myself. Take a number.
What?
Any number. Go on.
Now, wait. All I want to know is this. Was a phonograph turned in here this evening?
A phonograph?
Yes, belonging to my son.
Oh, you're trying to find your son's phonograph.
Yes.
Why didn't you say so?
You mean there was one turned in?
Oh, say, look at that time.
Was there?
Sorry, mister. Time for me to go home.
What?
You tell your story to the night man.
Now, wait a minute.
Can I move the footstool over for you, Sam? Or bring you your slippers?
Alice, there's only one thing you can bring me.
Yes, dear. What is it?
A large spoon.
A spoon?
Yes, I'm going to eat this ice cream.
Dear, you mean you didn't take it over to the Browns?
Under the circumstances, I did not go near the Browns.
But, dear, what about Elizabeth's toothpaste?
All my life, I've wanted to eat a whole quart of ice cream, and now I'm going to sit here quietly by the fire with my book and enjoy myself.
Of course, dear. Wouldn't you like me to bring you a straw?
Never mind. I'll just drink it. Oh, here, you can take this out to the kitchen.
What is it?
Salami.
Salami?
Diane's boyfriends always buy something.
My goodness.
Alice, what's the racket upstairs?
It's Henry, dear.
Henry, isn't he at the party?
He can't find the party. They all left Homer's house for DeHaven's, and where they went from there, nobody knows. So Henry's up in his room typing.
Typing?
He's decided to give up society and write a book.
He has my wholehearted cooperation.
But, dear, what are we going to do about the lost phonograph?
Henry can pay for it when he sells his book.
Now, Sam.
Alice, we'll worry about that tomorrow. Right now, all I want to do is to sit back and put my feet up and relax.
You go right ahead, dear.
Alice, don't move.
But, Sam, there's someone at the door.
I know there is, but don't move. This is our quiet night at home.
Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
Hello!
Who's that?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Here they are, George.
Well. Hello there, Mr. Aldrich.
Well, hello. Oh, Alice, this is Mr. and Mrs. Conway, Diane's parents.
So glad to meet you,
Nice to
Mrs.
meet you,
Aldrich.
Aldrich.
Oh, Mr. Aldrich, I can't begin to thank you for all you've done for Diane this evening.
I don't mind telling you we were pretty worried about her for a while.
But now that the children are all having such a lovely party over at our house, we felt we should drop by and say thank you.
Well, you're quite welcome.
And since we've never met you before, Mrs. Aldrich, Cora thought it would be nice if we really got acquainted.
George, move that chair over a little closer.
We thought the four of us could sort of have our own little party.
Well,
Yes.
Well,
isn't that grand?
Classic radio entertainment that stood the test of time. You're listening to the Radio Theater Channel.
The Great Gildersleeve, Marjorie's Girlfriend Visits, 1941.
Kraft presents The Great Gildersleeve. Each week at this time, Kraft presents from Hollywood, California, Harold Perry as The Great Gildersleeve, written by Leonard L. Levinson. Today's program is dedicated to the citizens of Gildersleeve, Connecticut, who are today celebrating their 100th anniversary. And now for the adventures of the Great Gildersleeve.
If you take the other end of this trunk, Bertie.
I got it, Mr. Gilsleeve.
All right, now, let's lift it. Oh, I can't budge it. Marjorie, what does Leroy keep in this trunk of his? Rocks?
Yes, Uncle Mort. That's his mineral collection.
Oh, well, we'll have to drag it out later. You can let your end down, Bertie.
Oh, I can tote this whole thing myself, Mr. Gilsleeve.
You can, eh?
Hello, everybody. I'm home from school. Say, what are you guys doing to my room?
Your sister will explain, Leroy.
Well, Dorabelle Claiborne, the girl I roomed with at school, is coming to visit.
You mean that giddy little Georgia gal?
Oh, she isn't giddy, Leroy. She's vivacious. Honestly, Uncle Mort, all the boys at school were crazy about her. She had the cutest drawl.
Yeah, she always talked with a soph and a loaf.
Bright boy. Cut that out, Leroy.
Excuse me, Uncle Mort.
Leroy. Dorabelle's just about the best girlfriend I've got.
What's that got to do with my room?
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Leroy. Dorabelle's going to be in your room while she's here.
Yeah? Where do I sleep?
On a cot in my room.
Oh, gee, Uncle Mort.
Well, what's wrong with staying in Uncle Mort's room?
Well, if you must know, he snores all the time.
Oh, no. Only when I sleep. And when I do, just to roll me over on my side.
Oh, me? If you don't mind, I'd rather sleep in my own room. Let that silly dame go to a hotel.
Oh, now, stop that, Leroy. Uncle Mort, make him quit.
Yes. You're too young to bully your sister, Leroy. Wait till you're older. I mean, this girl is Marjorie's chum, and naturally she has to give her the key to the city.
But all she's given her is the key to my room.
Yeah.
I thought you liked Dorabelle when you met her 3 years ago.
Oh, I was just a kid then. I used to like anything.
Nevertheless, Leroy, we must show Miss Claiborne some of that famous Southern hospitality. Now help us move all this juvenile junk out of here.
Oh, I'll take the things out of the bathroom.
Yes, all right.
Tell Bertie to get some fresh towels and
What's wrong?
in the bathtub. A frog.
Nonsense, there's no frog in the bathtub. Or is there, Leroy?
There should be two. Their names are Jake and Lena.
Yes.
Oh, get them out. Get them out.
Oh, don't be afraid, sis. These aren't wild frogs.
Young man, how long have you had these frogs in your bathtub?
Oh, just a week or so.
Do you mean to say it's been a week since you had a bath?
Oh, keep your shirt on, sis. I take a shower every day at school.
Your school started yesterday. Now, you get rid of Jake and Lena.
But frogs are a benefit to mankind. I read where they catch flies in the encyclopedia.
By George, I'll take them out myself. Oh, there. Stay still, Lena. Oh, jumping jelly beans.
What's wrong, Uncle?
They've escaped. Leroy, help me catch them.
Okay.
Marge, fetch that butterfly net.
Yes,
Here, Jake. Here, Lena. Nice froggies. Here, nice froggies. Say, how do you call a frog? Oh, slippery, aren't they?
Is this the home of Miss Marjorie Forrester?
Yes, ma'am. Come right in.
Oh, Dorabelle. Marjorie! Oh, my, how lovely you look, Dorabelle. And you, my dear, you look just exactly the same, only 4 years older. It's just 3 years, Dorabelle. Oh, yes. I'm so forgetful. I never did have a head for figures. Oh, come here, Dorabelle. I want you to meet my Uncle Mort. Uncle Mort, Miss Dorabelle Claiborne.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Well, I do declare, Marjorie, if you haven't got the handsomest uncle.
Oh, come now.
Here's your bags, miss. All 12 of them.
Oh.
I'll have Bertie put them away. Oh, thank you, Sugar. Mr. Gildersleeve, you're much younger than I expected.
And you're much prettier than I expected. Oh, there's Leroy. Leroy, come over here and say hello to Miss Claiborne.
Hello. Oh, don't tell me this is little Leroy. Yeah. Why, the last time I saw you, you were nothing but a baby. And now, isn't he developing into the handsomest boy? Oh, horse feathers.
Leroy.
Come with me, Dorabelle. Your room's ready. Oh, but you shouldn't have bothered, honey. Goodbye for now, Uncle Mort. It was so charming meeting y'all.
Yeah, so long, Dorabelle.
This way, darling. There. Here's your room. Oh, how nice and cozy. I just love being here. I just can't wait till I meet some of your charming northern boys. But what about Harvey? Harvey? Who's that? Why, the boy you were engaged to. Remember you wrote me about him in April? In April? Oh, that must have been Harvey Jackson. Did something come between you? Yes, the draft. I've been engaged to Joe Patterson and Sammy Fuller and Davy Lee since then. All at once? Why, no. What do you think I am, a flirt? Of course not. I'm not engaged at all at the moment, so I thought I'd come up here and meet some nice, reliable men. Well, Ted knows a lot of nice boys. Ted, is that your fiancé? Well, not exactly. Yet. Is he nice? The kind you dream about. At least the kind I dream about. Well. He's been awfully attentive, but we haven't any understanding yet. Well, my idea would be a man who can give a girl a nice home and lots of servants and cars and shopping money. Why, Dorabelle, there's more to marriage than that. What about your happiness? That's just what I was thinking about, Sugar Lime.
Can I come in?
Oh, of course, Uncle Mort.
Hello, Dorabelle.
My, don't you smell nice? And don't you look handsome with your hair all slicked down?
Oh, yeah. You like it that way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Makes you look like a movie star.
Well, I have been told that I resembled Ronald Coleman. Except that he has a mustache, and so have I.
Now, Uncle Mort, I like you a lot better than Ronald Coleman. Why, you'd make two of him.
Yeah, I would, eh? By the way, is there anything I could do for you?
Well, you could go down to the railroad station and fetch Tuffy.
Tuffy? Who's that?
My little dog. He's waiting in the baggage room.
Oh, well, I'll be very glad to go. What kind of a hound is he?
A little Mexican hairless.
Yes. Oh, Tuffy, eh?
Hey, everybody, here's Ted.
Hello, boy.
Well, hello, Ted.
Hello, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Oh, hello, Ted. Dorabelle, this is Ted. Well, I do declare, Marjorie, if you haven't got the handsomest boyfriend. Uh-oh.
Oh, now, you know better than that, Miss Claiborne.
Oh, don't be so formal. Just call me Dorabelle, Ted.
Well, okay, Dorabelle. How do you like Summerfield?
Well, give her a chance, Ted. She's been here less than an hour. But I know I'm going to like it, darling. 'Cause I'll be just a trifle miserable till I get my Tuffy.
Oh, yes, Tuffy.
Tuffy?
That's my little dog. He's been waiting for me at the depot.
Well, I'll be very glad to drive down there and get him.
But I was...
Thank you, Ted. I don't know what I'd have done.
But I was...
nothing at all. Won't take me more than 20 minutes.
But I was...
Is that all? Well, maybe I better come along. Tuffy might be frightened.
But I was...
We'll be right back, everybody. Come on, Ted.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
But I was... what was I? Oh, yes, I was stood up.
Hey, sis, why didn't you go along?
I don't know. Oh, yes, I do. I wasn't invited.
Well. Chicken a la king for lunch again. For the third day in a row. Are you practicing to open a tea room, Bertie?
No, sir.
Dorabelle's favorite dish, Uncle Mort.
It is, huh? Where is Dorabelle?
Oh, Ted is showing us some of the sights around town.
Shall we wait luncheon for them?
No, they just phoned that they were having lunch out.
You know, Marjorie, it's really none of my business, but...
Hello, everybody. What's for lunch? Oh, cream chicken again. Why can't we have ham sandwiches for a change?
Yes. Why can't we have ham sandwiches? Bertie, take this mess away and bring us some ham sandwiches.
Yes, sir. Right away, quick. Won't take much effort. Wait a minute. What am I running for? We ain't got no ham.
Well, go out and buy some. You want a ham sandwich, too, don't you, Marjorie?
No, I'm not very hungry. If you'll excuse me, I won't have anything.
Hey, what's biting her?
A little boll weevil.
Dorabelle, huh? He gives me a pain, too. Say, Uncle Mort, does Marjorie know Dorabelle is making a play for Ted Wills?
Why do you think she left the table? Because she hates ham sandwiches?
Gee, I had a feeling that dame was poison.
When did you get this feeling?
The minute you gave her my room.
By George, I wish we'd left the frogs in the bathtub.
I can put them back.
No. Not that, Leroy. We'll fall back on that only if everything else fails.
Uncle Mort, this Dorabelle's giving Marjorie the old sabotage.
Yes.
Now, we can't count on Sis to do anything about it. She's too proud to fight back. So we gotta do something.
That's right. We've got to do something. What have we got to do?
Let me see. I've got it. And it's foolproof. No.
What do you mean, no? Let's hear it.
What's the use? This idea'd work like a charm, but you wouldn't stand for it.
Leroy, in the past few days, I've stood for a lot more than I can stand for, and I guess I can stand for a little more. What is it?
Well, if some high-powered guy stepped in and gave Ted a lot of competition with Dorabelle, I bet she'd get rid of Ted.
You're a bright boy, Leroy.
Especially if this other man was a bigger shot than Ted. Somebody older with plenty of dough.
Marvelous. But who could we get?
I've got them all picked out already.
You have? Who is he?
You.
Who?
You.
Who?
You.
Stop yoo-hooing, Leroy. What do you mean, me?
Gee whiz, you answered the description perfectly, Uncle Mort. Look, you're older than Ted, aren't you?
I am.
You're wealthier than he is.
I am.
And you're handsomer.
I am?
Sure you are.
Then why have you got your fingers crossed?
Why, she says you look like Ronald Coleman. I heard her myself.
No. Let's not kid ourselves, Leroy. She's half my age, and I'm twice her weight.
But she's tired of all these young, skinny sprouts, Uncle Mort. She wants to hook a rich guy.
Oh, the practical type, eh?
Now, I'll do all the hard work, convincing her you're a millionaire,
Yes.
and all you have to do is be nice to her. Give her things.
Yes.
Take her out to the movies, the mushy ones.
But I don't like mushy movies. I like Hopalong Cassidy.
You've got to do this for Marge, Uncle Mort. How about it?
By George, I almost would. If she'd only stop using that overpowering perfume of hers, I can't stand it.
Oh, I can fix that in no time.
How?
It's easy. I'll just sneak into a room, pour half the bottle out, and fill it up again with water.
Keep this up, my boy, and someday you'll be, just keep it up.
Then you'll do it, huh? Remember, it's your duty as our uncle.
You're right, Leroy. I'll do it. But something tells me it would have been a lot easier if we'd have put those frogs in her bed.
Hiya, Dorabelle.
Hello, Sugarfoot.
Ted called just now, but I thought you were out with Uncle Mort.
Oh, I better phone Ted back. I've been neglecting him shamefully lately.
Oh, it's no use calling. He was going right out. Say, have you seen Uncle Mort around?
I think he's resting in his room till dinner time. We went to a movie this afternoon.
What did you see?
Hopalong Cassidy. I only went along to please him.
I think Uncle Mort's doing all he can to please you, too.
Yes, I wonder why he's doing it.
Oh, you'll find out someday.
You think I will?
I hope so.
Oh, aren't you sweet? Your uncle's a very interesting man, Leroy.
Yeah. Do you know he started out as a boy with only one lobster pot, and now he's got millions?
Of lobster pot?
No, dollars.
Oh, I never knew that. I thought he was well off, but I never dreamed he was a millionaire.
Well, don't let on. He doesn't like people to like him just because he has loads of money.
As if anybody would.
No.
He's just charming and lovable and sweet and handsome all by his own self. How did he make his money, Leroy?
Why, in enterprises.
Enterprises?
Yes, he's got them scattered all over the country.
What kind of enterprises?
Oh, various, various. Of course, Uncle has always said he'd trade all of his wealth, just not to be so lonesome.
He did?
Yeah. And you know something, Dorabelle?
What, Sugar Pie?
Since he met you, he's been a different man. Too bad he's so much older than you are.
Oh, not too much. And besides, what of it?
And you're interested in somebody else.
Why, Leroy Forrester, whatever gave you that idea?
Oh, I don't know. You and Ted?
Ted Wills? Why, he's Marjorie's fella. I'm not interested in him. And when he calls up, you keep telling him I'm out.
You mean you're going to brush him off?
I will not. Let him take care of his clothes himself. Now, you run along out, Angel Cake, whilst I fix up for dinner.
Okay. Hey, Unc.
How did it go?
Oh, swell. Mickey Rooney couldn't have done it any better.
Yes. And you think it's going to work?
Sure, if you do your share. Remember, from here on, it's up to you.
I'll try my best. It isn't easy, you know, playing patty cake with that little rattlebrain. Taking that darn dog of hers out for a walk every afternoon.
Yeah. Say, how do you keep Tuffy in line?
Well, we go to the park. I buy him 4 hamburger sandwiches. Then we both take a nap under a tree.
Well, I think Dorabelle's about ready to give Ted the gig.
Good. That'll make Marjorie happy.
Say, you better go in and try to cheer Marge up.
Huh?
She's been looking terrible lately.
By George, you're right. I'll do it right now. There's another favor I'd like to ask, Leroy.
Shoot.
See if you can dilute Dorabelle's perfume just once more.
Who's there?
It's me, Uncle Mort. Do you mind if I come in?
Oh, all right.
Oh, what's wrong, Marjorie?
Oh, sometimes people are a terrible disappointment.
Oh, there are plenty of nice people in this world.
They just seem to be nice first. Then somebody else comes along and you see them in their true colors.
Oh, now, my dear, sometimes people get their heads turned by other people.
These other people shouldn't be allowed to come between people and the people they like. They should go back home where they belong.
Now, my dear. Time wounds all heals. Why, before you know it, you'll be smiling and laughing and happy again.
But I'm happy now.
Yes, of course. I can see that. Here's a handkerchief. Yeah, that's it. You blow hard, my dear. Now, don't worry. Just leave it to your Uncle Mort.
You mean you've done something?
I surely have, Marjorie. Everything's going to be all right.
It is?
Sure. I'll let you in on a little secret. I've got a date tonight with Dorabelle.
What? You too?
Huh?
Oh, come on. How could you?
Oh. I'm telling you, Leroy, I can't go through with this another evening. Dorabelle's had me doing the rumba and the conga and the tango and the fandango till I walk with a Spanish accent. And tonight we're going to the country club dance, and she's going to teach me how to be a jitterbug. If I could only tell her what I thought of her, I'd be a happy man.
Cheer up, Uncle Mort. This can't last much longer.
No, well, neither can I. Now, you run upstairs and get my hat.
Okay.
Good idea. A jitterbug at my age. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. This is Ted.
Oh, hello, Ted.
Are you alone?
Let me look. Yes. What is it?
Well, this is rather hard for me to say, Mr. Gildersleeve, but I guess I've been pretty much of a fool.
That's a pretty good guess.
There's no use in going over the whole thing now, but I've got to see Marjorie alone and try to get her to forgive me.
An excellent idea. I'm taking Dora Belle out of the house anyway.
Oh, you're a pal, Mr. Gildersleeve. And don't think I don't know what you've done to open my eyes.
I wish I could keep mine open. I don't ever seem to get any sleep anymore. That Southern Belle has put me through the ringer.
I can sympathize with you.
Huh? Yes. If it wasn't for you, I'd never be in this mess.
When shall I come around?
Just as soon as you can get here. Dora Belle and I were supposed to leave an hour ago. She should be down any minute now.
I see.
And when she does, I'm going to tell that... Ah, there you are, Dora Belle. Yeah. Goodbye, Mr. McGonagall. Goodbye. That was Mr. McGonagall.
Did I keep y'all waiting long, Frocky Walkie?
No. And now, young lady, there's something I've been waiting to tell you ever since you walked into this house.
Hey, Unc, I couldn't find your hat anywhere.
Well, I better get myself so we can get going.
But Lammy Pie, you were starting to say.
I'll tell you on the way over to the house. Lammy Pie.
I can't understand your uncle. He's been so droopy lately.
Why, that's because he's in love with you. Don't you get droopy when you're in love?
Come to think of it, I do.
Sure. Why, right now you're a little droopy.
Am I, Leroy?
You bet you droop. I mean, you droop.
And you think your Uncle Mort really and truly has a fever for me?
Why, he was saying to me only just now, if I could only tell Dora Belle what I thought about her, I'd be a happy man.
Oh, Leroy, he must love me.
That's right, Miss Dora Belle.
Call me Auntie Dora Belle, Leroy.
Oh.
And you can tell Uncle that we don't need to go through any proposal business. From now on, we'll just consider ourselves engaged.
Say, where you going?
I'll be waiting in the car, nephew.
Oh, gee, now what have I done? I better tell Uncle Mort so he can...
Where's Dora Belle, Leroy?
In the car. Say, I said something to her, and she thinks that
No need for any more shenanigans, Leroy. I've got good news. Ted snapped out of his dizzy Dora Belle spell.
And he and Marjorie have made up?
Well, they will as soon as I can get that Dixie Dietrich away from the house. And when I do, I'm going to invite her to pack up and go home.
Oh, say, don't do that. I just told her...
Oh, you told her. A bright boy. Saves me the trouble, then. How soon is she leaving?
She didn't say. She thinks she's going to get...
I haven't time to dilly-dally here, Leroy. Got to get her out of the way before Ted comes. Goodbye.
But, Uncle... Oh, my...
Leroy told me what was on your mind, Throckmorton.
Yes, I know. Saved me a lot of embarrassment, too.
I just want you to know I'm ready anytime you want to set the date, honey bunny.
Well, how about tomorrow morning? There's a train leaving.
Oh, you mustn't rush me, you impetuous boy.
Well, why not? Why not? The sooner the better. And it better be sooner.
Tell me, Throckmorton, are you sure you want me to go through with this?
Positive. Say, you're not going to back out now, are you?
Oh, no. You couldn't get me to change my mind now.
Yeah, that's good. Well, this is our last night at the country club.
I have a marvelous idea. Let's announce it here.
You think we should announce it?
Oh, sure. There'll be just loads of people glad to hear the good news.
Yes, probably more than you think.
Now, let me see.
Yeah?
Who'd be the proper person to make the announcement? Why, the orchestra leader, of course.
Orchestra?
They usually... Well, look, who's the new leader?
Who?
It's Danny Durant. He started playing around my hometown. Look, isn't he the handsomest orchestra leader?
Yeah, here we go again.
Oh, Danny.
Did you call me? Well, for heaven's sake, Dora Belle Claiborne, what are you doing up here?
You'll soon find out. This is Mr. Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve, Danny.
Yeah, how do you do?
And he and I have an important announcement we wish you'd make from the bandstand.
Uh-oh. Up to your old tricks again, huh?
Yeah, that's right. And now she's
Now,
going
boys, stop teasing. Danny, we want you to announce my engagement and forthcoming marriage to Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yes. What? Engagement? Marriage?
Excuse him, please, Danny.
Yes, excuse
This is his first engagement, and he's kind of nervous.
Nervous.
Throckmorton, you just calm yourself.
But you, but we...
I just can't wait till Danny makes the announcement. Can you, darling?
No, I can't wait. I've got to get out of here.
The orchestra has a short intermission right now, Dora Belle.
Fine. That'll give Danny and me time to figure out a cute way of wording the announcement and to visit a bit. See you in a few minutes, baby lion.
Oh, now you're in a mess, Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve. What'll people say? Yes, and they'd be right, too. Oh, now what can I do?
Uncle Mort.
Yeah?
Uncle Mort,
Ooh.
Ted and I hurried here as fast as we could.
Yeah.
Leroy told us he was afraid he proposed to Dora Belle for you.
He did, Marjorie. Why didn't he ask me first? I'd have said no.
Did you tell her it was all a mistake?
How could I, Ted? I didn't know we were going to be married till she told that orchestra leader, and now he's going to tell everybody.
Well, if I can stop him from...
Oh, there he goes up to the bandstand now.
Where? Oh,
There.
come on, Uncle Mort.
No, it's too late. I guess I'll just have to face the music. Yeah, there's the music.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have an important announcement to make.
Oh, here it comes.
Not so long ago, Summerfield was visited by a beautiful vision of loveliness from down south.
Yeah.
She charmed the hearts of all the boys, but there is only one man who's going to be happy for the rest of his days.
Yes, slap happy.
This man, the envy of all Summerfield, is the one to whom she's just bestowed her hand.
Bestowed. Thrust.
Of course, you know the girl I've been talking about, Miss Dora Belle Claiborne. She's an old friend from down home.
I wish you were there now.
Well, it gives me great pleasure to announce that Miss Dora Belle Claiborne has just promised to become my wife.
What? Your wife? Hey, I've been jilted. Thank goodness.
Oh, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yes, Mr. Bannon?
I'd like to read the resolution we received from Gildersleeve, Connecticut.
Oh, well, go right ahead.
Here it is. Whereas the town of Portland, celebrating its 100th anniversary, desires to honor that part of the town known as Gildersleeve, and the person who has chosen that name in providing joy and entertainment to the nation, and whereas the first Gildersleeve built the fleet which helped win the War of 1812, and the great Gildersleeve of the modern airways is building happiness for the American people, we, the Centennial Committee, do solemnly declare and herewith appoint the great Gildersleeve honorary mayor of the village of Gildersleeve in the town of Portland, state of Connecticut, given under my hand and seal on this 19th day of September, 1941. Joseph P. Bransfield, chairman.
Well... Well, I'm deeply honored. And let me say, from one Gildersleeve to another, I hope the old proverb about the first 100 years being the hardest is true. Then the next 100 years will be easier. Good night.
This is the Radio Theater Channel.
The Judy Canova Show, Publicity, 1948.
From Hollywood, the Judy Canova Show. Brought to you each week by the Colgate Palmolive Peet Company, makers of Halo Shampoo to glorify your hair. And the new 1948 Super Suds with extra suds for extra whiteness. The Judy Canova Show with Mel Blanc, Ruby Dandridge, Joe Kearns, Ruth Perrott, Gail Gordon, Alan Reed, The Sportsman, Charles Dant and his orchestra, and starring Judy Canova.
It's easy, so easy, so easy to do.
To make him say CC just when he won't agree is very easy.
It's easy.
When you know how.
So easy, so easy to do.
To get a kiss or two when he refuses you is very easy.
It's easy. When you know how.
And if he says no, no to your many charms,
move a little closer.
Then you're in his arms.
So follow him, my friend, until the very end.
To make him love you.
It's easy.
When you know how.
It's easy, so easy to do. It's easy. When you know how.
if you were an important radio star, you'd probably buy every newspaper you could get your hands on in order to see if your name or your picture was in it. For instance, the other day, I was out at Judy's house, and she was clipping publicity items for her scrapbook.
Howard, look at this newspaper item about me. I think it's terrible.
Well, what does it say, Judy?
It says, Judy Canova rose from modest circumstances to her present position. She is entirely a self-made girl.
Well, what's so terrible about that? Aren't you a self-made girl?
If I was self-made, do you think I'd put myself together like this? You know something, Howard? I'm just having an awful time finding my picture in any of these newspapers.
Oh, but Judy, here's your picture right here. What's wrong with this?
Oh, the picture's all right, but to put it in with an auto repair ad. Look, just look what it says under my picture. Look at there.
If your chassis is twisted and your bumper is out of shape, don't be discouraged. Look what we did for this hopeless wreck.
Howard, I'm getting more and more convinced that Breezy Jones, my press agent, don't get me the right kind of publicity.
Ah, but Judy, didn't he pull a big publicity stunt for you last week?
Well, he had me drive a car in downtown Los Angeles with a blindfold over my eyes so I couldn't see where I was going.
Well, didn't you attract a lot of attention?
Nobody even noticed me. I drove just like the rest of the Los Angeles drivers. Say, by the way, Howard, Breezy Jones is coming over today to take some more publicity pictures.
Oh, well, then you probably want to get yourself fixed up, Judy, so I'll run along. See you later.
Bye, Howard. Geranium. Oh, Geranium.
Yeah, Miss Judy.
Geranium, I want to get as glamorous as I can for some publicity pictures. Will you fix me up?
Miss Judy, I've got the glamour stuff right here.
Well, shoot it to me.
Yeah, it's a bottle of skin beautifier called La Jour, L'Amour, Hubba Hubba, Griffith Park. Woo-hoo!
Well, tell me now, does it really do the trick, Geranium?
Does it? Honey, it says right here on this bottle, a small portion of this lotion gives your man oceans of emotional notions.
Well, okay, I'll try some later, Geranium. Right now, I want you to put some of them invisible hairpins in my hair. Did you get some?
I sure did, Miss Judy.
Well, now, are you sure they're invisible?
Invisible? Honey, the man at the store said they've been out of them for 3 weeks and he's still selling them.
Geranium, I sure hope that press agent has got some good ideas for publicity this time.
Say, you know, Miss Judy, I got a lot of publicity once doing a stunt on a radio quiz program. Yeah, I was a flagpole sitter.
No fooling.
Yeah, honey. I sure looked funny sitting up there on that pole for 3 days.
I bet you did.
Yeah, a little boy came along. He said, "Look, Mama, that blimp is still fastened to the mooring mast."
What in the world is all that hammering about?
Oh, it's Pedro. He's on that ladder right outside your window.
Well, you run along and get my hat, so I'll be ready for the publicity pictures. I'm going to open the window and find out what Pedro's doing. Pedro! Oh, Pedro!
Pardon me for talking in your face, Senorita.
Pedro, what are you doing up there on that ladder?
Well, Senorita, I am putting up a radio aerial so I can hear your program better.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's nice, but why are you hammering so hard?
No nails. Well, Senorita, are you going to be on a television?
Oh, could be. Why?
Well, I am saving up all my money to buy a television set. Golly, it's got me all excited.
You mean you can't wait to see what those wrestlers do when they get a man in the ring?
No, I can't wait to see what Dr. IQ does when he gets a lady in a balcony. Senorita, I sure like to listen to your radio program.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Paige.
I even made up a little poem. Maybe you can use it.
The poem? How does it go?
Like this. Mary had a little skunk. Its fleece was black as ink.
And when she brought it into school, it caused an awful lot of trouble.
Oh, thanks, Pedro. I'll use it some night when I want to get off the air in a hurry.
Well, I am all through my work now, so I will go for my lunch. Hasta mañana.
A tasty banana to you too, Pedro.
Judy, Mr. Breezy Jones is here to see you.
Never mind introducing me, Toots. I'm already in. Hello, sweetheart. I brought over your press clip. And, sweetheart, they love you. They love you all over the country.
You're just the fella I
Davy,
want.
look at the publicity break for you. Quote, the opening premiere of Archer triumphed through a capacity crowd of Hollywood celebrities. When Lana Turner arrived, 20 photographers snapped their cameras. When Ingrid Bergman arrived, 30 photographers snapped their cameras. And when Judy Canova arrived...
2 kids snapped their bubble gum. Yeah. Breezy, why don't you give me publicity like the other stars get? Now look what it says here in the morning paper. Right here. Rita Hayworth has been attending the dog races at Meadowbrook where the surf meets the turf.
And what does it say about you?
Says... Judy Canova has been going to the dogs at Pismo Beach where the debris meets the sea. Breezy, sometimes I think you don't know the first thing about publicity.
Sweetheart, how can you say that? Why, I'm the man who made California oranges popular.
You are not. You're not. My brother Zeke made California oranges popular. He worked at a place where they crated them.
Well, how could he make California oranges popular?
Well, every time he came to a bad one, he stamped it Florida. It was a mean trick, too. He got the idea in Florida. Yeah, he used to stamp Admiral Halsey on all the naval oranges.
Sweetheart, you're forgetting that terrific campaign I put on for you. Didn't I get you all them titles?
What title?
Miss Avocado of 1947, the girl with the crooked stems. Miss Income Tax in 1948. Just take a look at this complicated form and make your own deductions.
Breezy, that's terrible publicity.
Baby, you keep fighting me. I'm Breezy Jones, press agent. I'm no J. Gordon Manfield.
Manfield? Who's he?
Who is J. Gordon Manfield?
That's what they said.
Well, lady, he's only the greatest public relations counsel in the country. If it wasn't for him, half the thrones in Europe would have vacancy signs on them. When he made nylons popular, he put 10 billion silkworms out of business. And just this year, he gave the women of America the new look. He raised men's curiosity by hiding what they like to see.
He did all that?
Yeah, honey, and that ain't all. When he takes a client, he tells her what to say, what to wear, how to dress, and where to go.
Well, then he's my boy.
Oh, sweetheart, Jake Gordon Manfield wouldn't handle you for $1 million. Get wise to yourself, baby. You've been getting by all this time without any S.A. That's sex appeal.
Yeah, and from now on, you're going to get by on your SS and UI.
What's that?
Social Security and unemployment insurance.
Well, because Judy is dissatisfied with the kind of publicity she's been getting, she's determined to see the famous public relations counsel, J. Gordon Manfield, and convince him that he should guide and manage her career. At the moment, Mr. Manfield's secretary is talking on the telephone in his office.
Australia calling? Sorry, Mr. Manfield is busy. London calling? Oh, sorry, he's talking to Moscow. What? Oh, just a moment. I'll see how long he's going to be.
What's that?
Товарищ, понедельник, воскресенье, брацустудоя, признает да-да-да, не пестрон спасибо, вторник нет-нет-нет.
No, it's no use, Joe. I suggest you stay there in the Kremlin. Your act will never be popular here in America.
Mr. Manfield, London is calling.
No more calls today, Miss Hickson. I can't seem to find the one type of client I want to handle.
Just what are you looking for?
Miss Hickson, I'm fed up with sprinkling stardust on gold-plated personalities. If only I could find someone real, someone without any affectation or superficiality. I'd pick her up and mold her as a sculptor would a piece of common clay. She must glow with the inner spark of talent, but above all, she must be genuine. She must ring true. Ah, if I could only find her. The one girl who is absolutely simple.
Howdy, Mr. Manfield.
I'm sorry, miss. You're just a little too late. Mr. Manfield hired a scrub woman this morning.
Oh, don't worry, lady. I ain't going to take your job away from you.
Young woman, this is not a public thoroughfare. Is it your custom to march into a private office without an appointment?
Well, Mr. Manfield, I know this is kind of informal-like, but I've been told I need a public relations counselor and that you're the best. See, I'm Judy Canova, and I've got a radio program of my own.
Miss Canova, in coming here, you're wasting both your time and mine. I'm a very busy man. I accept very few clients. And what is more, I have never even heard your radio program.
Oh, well, golly, you ought to listen to it. I sing a few songs and cut a few didos.
Cut a few didos.
A few didos.
I haven't heard that expression in 20 years.
Well, I brung along a recording with me. Can I play it on that machine over there?
Cut a few didos. Recording. Oh, yes, go ahead and play it if you like.
This is the part where I sing. Put on a skillet, put on a lead. Mammy's going to make a little shortening bread. That ain't all she's going to do. Mammy's going to make a little coffee too. Mammy's little baby loves shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening bread. Mammy's little baby loves shortening. Mammy's little baby loves shortening bread. Two little children laid in a bed. Heels cracked open like shortening bread. Biscuits Oh, Bud said, but I'm plumb fond about the shortening bread. Mammy's little baby love it shortening. Mammy's little baby love it shortening bread. Mammy's little baby love it shortening. Mammy's little baby love it shortening bread. Every night before going to bed, I run to the cupboard for my shortening bread. Grandma's old can't make a bed, but she's full of pepper making shortening bread. Snap! 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 I like it hot. I like it cool. I like it hot. I like it cold. I like it hot. I like it cold. I can eat it when it's
Miss Canova, did that come out of you? You know, that was very good. I believe you have possibilities. I like your novel way of putting over a song. Have you ever been in pictures?
Yeah, quite a few.
Were they bee pictures?
Bee pictures? No, they's about people. Yeah, but you know, once they wanted me to play in a picture opposite Dorothy Lamour.
You? Opposite Dorothy Lamour?
Yep, I was the most opposite thing they could find.
You see, Miss
And they
Hickson?
look, believe me.
They did. Oh, Miss Hickson, how unaffected she is. Frankly, Miss Canova, I'm interested in you.
Oh, golly, that's swell.
Now, what else do you do on your radio program?
Well, here, I'll play this record again. This here's the part in the show where I tell about Ma and Pa back home in Cactus Junction, you know. Yeah, usually Ma says to Pa, she says to him, she says, "Wake up, Pa. Wake up, you lazy critter."
Oh, gosh, Ma.
Pa, our woodshed is on fire. Well, ain't you gonna do something about it?
Quiet, Ma. I'm praying for rain.
More trouble, Pa. Willie, our youngest young'un, fell down the well this morning.
Well, don't worry, Ma. We got 11 more.
Yep, I seed he was a-missing when I started to fixing breakfast.
I bet he'll show up just when I'm eating his egg.
Pa, I sure wish Grandpa wouldn't sit there fast asleep with his feet on the stove.
Why, Ma?
Oh, it gives the neighbors the wrong impression. My cooking ain't that bad. I sure wish he'd take off them rubber-soled shoes or else and keep his feet off in the stove.
Why? Does that hurt anything, Ma?
Yeah, Pa, he's got his feet vulcanized to the pancakes.
Gosh, no wonder. Yesterday I ate the first pancake I ever saw with Goodyear stamped on it.
Here, Pa, here's a glass of milk to start the day.
Oh, Ma, I don't like that stuff.
Now, drink it, Pa. Everybody likes milk. Even the cows like it.
What makes you think cows like it?
Well, I sure have a terrible time of getting it away from them. Look, Pa, here comes Judy's dumb boyfriend Lukey up on the porch. Howdy, Luke.
Oh, folks, hey, did you
Slow down. Easy, boy.
Now, what's all the fuss about?
Well, I sure had a terrible time yesterday. I was in a couple of accidents, and I nearly got killed twice.
Lukey, once would have been enough.
I was in a collision and an explosion. I think it was, anyway.
Lukey, you don't even know the difference betwixt the two.
Oh, I sure do. In a collision, there you are. But in an explosion, where are you?
Lukey, you sure are dumb. Why don't you pack up and go where the rest of the morons are?
Oh, shucks, what could a feller like me do in Washington, huh? Well, if you folks will excuse me, I'm going into the other room and court Judy. By dingy-dongies, I sure do love that there girl, boy.
Ma, if you ask me, Lukey is wandering in his mind.
Oh, don't worry, Pa. He won't go very far.
He sure is crazy about our Judy, ain't he?
Yep. Won't it be nice when they get married up?
Don't you want a little air?
When he's here, I'd rather have a little air wick.
Oh, let's get the chores done, Pa. I'll milk the goat and you get Grandpa off in the stove.
Yeah.
Getting stoves ain't no rest around here for a body. And Mr. Manfield, that's how I talk about the folks back home on my radio show.
Fantastic. Incredible. Miss Canova, do you mean to tell me that in this day and age there are people like that?
Oh, shucks, yeah. See, they're what you call real down-to-earth pioneer stock.
Ah, yes. Planters of the seed, tillers of the soil. I'll wager they're real dirt farmers.
They sure are. Everybody says they're the dirtiest farmers in Cactus.
Miss Canova, I can't begin to tell you how impressed I am. One moment you sing like a backwoods bobolink, the next you display unusual histrionic talents. Young woman, my mind is made up. I'm going to manage your career. I'll direct every activity of your waking moments. I'll be at your side constantly. I'll guide you. I'll mold you. I'll be your Svengali.
I'll be your Trillbilly. Gosh, I can see it all. Why, I'll be like a butterfly coming out of a raccoon.
Yes, together we'll go to the best places in Hollywood. Together we'll dine and dance. And you'll do exactly as I say. You'll be my puppet on a string.
I'll be your puppy on a string? Well, get my dog collar and call me Lassie.
Now back to Judy Canova and the Sportsman and the beautiful Irving Berlin ballad, What'll I Do?
What'll I do when you are far away and I am blue? What'll I do? What'll I do when I am wondering who is kissing you? What'll I do? What'll I do with just a photograph to tell my troubles through? When I'm alone with only dreams of you that won't come true, what'll I do? What'll I do with just a photograph to tell my troubles? When I'm alone with only dreams of you that won't come true, what'll I do?
Now, here's Judy.
Thank you, Howard. Folks, it was awfully nice being with you tonight, and I hope we'll all be together again next Saturday night. In the meantime, please don't forget the two products that bring us together each week, Halo Shampoo and Super Suds, the bestest in the world. This is Judy Canova from Hollywood singing, Go to sleepy little baby, go to sleepy little baby. When you wake your fatty, fatty cake and ride a shiny little pony.
Classic radio entertainment that stood the test of time. You're listening to the Radio Theater Channel.
Mr. and Mrs. Blanding, Rebuilding the Old Barn, 1951.
Presenting Cary Grant and Betsy Drake as Mr. and Mrs. Blanding in a new series based on Eric Hodgins' best-selling novels, Mr. Blandings Builds His Dream House and Blanding's Way. Mr. and Mrs. Blanding, starring Cary Grant and Betsy Drake. And now let's take a trip to Lansdale, Connecticut, and look in on the Blandings family. It is early morning. Everyone is asleep, and the day starts, as it does in every other house, with... Jim has set the alarm a little early this morning so that he can get up and do his exercises before Muriel awakens. So at the sound of the alarm, the bedclothes are thrown back, the bed springs creak, the alarm is shut off, and we hear...
Jim, time to get up.
A day has started in the Blandings household. The children get dressed, the table is set, the coffee is poured, the orange juice prepared. All is hustle and bustle. And we hear Muriel say,
Jim, time to get up.
And so breakfast goes on uneventfully until, as they're reading the morning paper over their second cup of coffee, Muriel suddenly gives a start and says,
Jim Blandings, what does this ad in the paper mean?
What ad, dear?
You know what ad, this one.
Well, let's see. Wanted girl to work as waitress at summer resort. Must be respectable until Labor Day. I'll tell you, it's all in the way you read it.
Jim, I'm not referring to that ad.
No?
No, I'm talking about this one. Estimates wanted to repair barn. Call J.H. Blandings, Lansdale 431. Jim, don't tell me you're still thinking of repairing that old barn of ours. Bill Cole says that now is a highly impractical time to do any building.
Bill Cole. Bill Cole is a lawyer. What does he know about such things?
He knows what a fool those contractors made of you when you were building this house.
Muriel, I resent that.
It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, but I resent it. Anyway, they won't do it this time. If their bids are too high, I'll do the work myself.
You?
But don't look so surprised. I know how to pound nails. I can use my head.
That's not the best way. When do you plan to begin this project?
Today. I'll work every weekend on it until it's finished. And when it is...
We'll call our grandchildren out to look at it.
Muriel, do you have anything better to do than to stand out here and watch me?
Yes, but I want to see this or I won't believe it. And I may not believe it then.
Thank you for the vote of confidence. And hand me another nail. This one got bent.
Here you are.
Oh, dear. Bent this one, too.
Here's another one. Here's a bent one. Perhaps it'll straighten out.
Please, stop being funny and hand me a heavier nail.
All right, dear. This one's practically a railroad spike.
Oh, my finger.
Darling, did you have an accident?
No, of course not. I hit myself just for a lark. Come on, look at my finger. Look. It's bleeding, I think.
Let's see.
Better put some iodine on it. Can't take chances.
No, I suppose not. Here. This is good stuff. Really stings.
It does? Well, maybe I don't need...
Now put out your finger.
But Muriel...
There we are.
Ow! Muriel, you enjoyed that.
Not too much. Anyhow, what did you want me to do? Kiss it and make it well?
Well, I'd like that better.
But it would never do. Kissing spreads germs.
Oh, now that's a ridiculous rumor circulated by old maids who aren't circulating.
No, it isn't.
Now run along. Let me get to work. This is harder work than I thought. Oh, well, only way to get it done without costing a fortune.
Oh, Jim, Mr. Kraft is here in answer to your ad.
Huh?
Hello, Miss Blandings.
Oh, hello, Mr. Kraft. I'm sorry, but I've decided to do the job myself, as you can see.
Yes.
Jim, what in the world are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Well, for one thing, you're using the saw upside down.
There's a woman for you, eh, Mr. Kraft? Muriel, I want to saw the underside of this board, so I turn the saw over. That's the way we do it.
Why don't you just turn the board over?
Oh, well, you can do it that way, too.
Yeah. You sure you don't want me to contract the job, Mr. B?
Definitely not. I can do it myself.
Okay, but I think I ought to be able to handle the job for somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,500.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Mind if I drop back from time to time? I get more jobs that way. Oh, hi, Miss Blandings. How's every little thing? Is that the way you pound nails? Bend a lot of them, I bet. Why don't you hold that hammer near the end? It might help.
Mr. Kraft.
Yeah, Mr. Blandings?
Come here.
Like this?
No, closer.
Here?
Closer yet. That's fine. Now, I'd like to ask you a question.
Okay.
How would your wife like it if you came home for dinner with a hammer sticking out of your head?
Hi, Mr. Blandings. That stringer got enough support?
Yep.
Hope it don't sag.
Nope.
Main thing is she's strong enough.
Yep.
What's the matter? Got your mouth full of nails again?
No.
Well, what is it full of?
Swear words. Frankly, this remodeling is taking longer than I intended.
Well, just say the word, Mr. Blandings. Be glad to take over. Yes, sir. 2,500 ought to do it.
2,500? But you said it would be in the neighborhood of 1,500.
Sorry, just moved to a better neighborhood.
Jim, hadn't you better call Mr. Kraft?
Mr. Kraft? I wouldn't hire that money-hungry monster to drill a hole in a lifesaver.
But Mr. Kraft warned me that...
Muriel, please, have a little faith.
But you're liable to knock down that joist.
Does it occur to you that may be what I intend to do?
But it's the fulcrum on which the stress of this side of the building is balanced.
That's why it's important to repair it.
But you can't knock it out to repair it.
No?
No, you have to shore it up first.
Why?
Why?
Yes, why?
Any other questions?
So I thought, Mr. Kraft, I'd better call you out on the job.
I thought you would. Sam, you got those figures ready yet?
Got it, Mr. Kraft. Here's my estimate.
May I see it?
No. Sam, aren't you a little low on the overhead sprinkler installation?
Overhead sprinklers? What are they for?
Cuts down your fire insurance. You'll go for that, won't you?
Oh, well, yes, I guess so, yeah.
They always do. And now about the aluminum stall gates.
There will be no aluminum stall gates.
Oh, fair enough. Then we can put that money in on the fluorescent lighting.
What fluorescent lighting?
Mr. Blandings, you can't milk cows in the dark. Oh, you can, but you waste a lot of time fumbling.
Now, just a minute, you two. Mr. Kraft, I called you out here to do a simple repair job on a barn. Now, just what is your figure for the job?
In round figures, $4,500.
Mr. Kraft, I'm afraid we don't understand each other at all.
Well, why? You want a good, sound barn, don't you?
Of course, but...
If a thing's worth doing, it's worth doing right, I always say.
That's what I always say.
But, Mr. Kraft, $4,500.
It isn't the cost, it's the results, I always say.
That's what I always say.
Well, you may stop saying it right now. Great Scott, at that price, I might as well build a new barn.
Exactly. That's just what I was going to say.
Yes, but the cost.
Hardly more than to rebuild. Now, for instance, tearing down the old one is a salvage job. I guess that should bring about, $500.
I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, you got to figure everything, I always say.
Is that what you always say, Sam?
Yeah, I do.
Good boy. All right, Mr. Kraft, tell you what we'll do. You tear down the old barn. It's not worth fixing, I guess. And then we'll talk about building a new one.
All right, it's a deal.
Jim, are those men about through tearing down that barn?
They're hauling the last of it away right now.
Oh, that's a relief. They've driven over my petunia beds at least a dozen times. Jim, are you sure you're doing the wise thing?
What do you mean?
Well, this building a new barn. We don't need it.
Of course we don't. So why build one?
Jim, Mr. Kraft thinks you're going to build a new one.
Aha. But I'm a little too smart for Mr. Kraft this time. He stuck me on the bids, but now the shoe is on the other foot.
Are you sure? He's awfully clever.
Well, don't you think I'm clever?
Darling, you're my husband.
Well, that does not preclude the possibility of my doing something clever once in a while. Oh, here comes Mr. Kraft up the walk now. Watch this. Mr. Kraft and Sam.
Howdy.
All through?
Oh, yes, just hauled the last load out. Hello, Mrs. Blandings.
Hello, gentlemen.
Now, I guess we ought to talk about the new barn, eh? No time like the present, I always say.
Well, Mr. Kraft...
There's more. Now, Sam.
That's what I always say.
Now, go ahead, Muriel.
You tell him, dear.
All right. Mr. Kraft, I have decided not to build the new barn just yet.
Not to build it?
No. In fact, I may never build it. I didn't say I would, you know.
No?
So, I guess the only thing we have to do is to settle up on the salvage from the old barn, eh?
Guess so.
Fine. I believe $500 was the price agreed upon, right?
Right.
Oh, this is where you get a surprise, Muriel. It's going to be a present for you.
Why, Jim.
You don't have to pay me now, Mr. Blandings. I can send you a bill.
Oh, I pay you?
Well, naturally.
That's your best offer?
Well, you didn't think I was going to pay you to haul that old barn away, did you?
You said it would be worth something for salvage.
That's why I was only charging you $500.
I think you can put it back, Jim.
What?
The shoe that was on the other foot.
Now the second act of Mr. and Mrs. Blandings, starring Cary Grant and Betsy Drake. Have you ever seen that famous statue, The Thinker? Well, at the moment, Jim Blandings is seated in the living room, and he looks as though he were posing for a new statue called The Brooder. Over and over in his mind, he is chewing the words uttered by Mr. Kraft. I don't pay you, Blandings. You pay me. Yes, Mr. Blandings is chewing the words, but is having a very rough time swallowing them.
Jim.
Huh?
Jim. What's the matter, dear? Cat got your tongue?
No, Mr. Kraft has my tongue. My tongue, my wallet, my shoelaces, and my shorts.
Jim, it's not that serious. Just pay Mr. Kraft the $500 and drop the matter. Don't keep banging your head against the wall.
I am not banging my head against the wall. I'm sitting here quietly and thinking.
Oh, and what are you thinking of doing?
Banging my head against the wall. Instead of getting $500, I pay him $500. How could I make such a mistake? Is it possible that I'm that stupid, that idiotic, that... Muriel, I would thank you to stop nodding your head.
I hadn't realized I was.
Well, my $500 is gone, and so is the barn. From now on, we just have to get along without one.
Oh, don't worry, dear. If worst comes to worst, we can always sleep in the house like people.
I wouldn't build a barn now if they paid me.
They won't, dear.
Then I won't build one, and that's that. Oh, now, who can that be?
It's probably Mr. Dabney from the bank. I forgot to tell you he called that he was coming over.
Mr. Dabney? What did he want?
It was something about the barn. He seemed very angry. Coming! Well, hello, Mr. Dabney. Come right in.
Good morning.
Hello, Mr. Dabney.
Mr. Blendings, you tore down our barn.
My barn.
Mr. Kraft's barn.
Mr. Kraft's barn?
He just left here 15 minutes ago, dragging his barn behind him.
Mr. Blandings, our bank has a mortgage on your property. Part of that property was the barn. You had no right to dispose of it without our consent.
I did not intend to get rid of it. It became necessary in the process of building a new one.
Oh, if you're building a new one, there's no problem.
I'm not.
You said you were.
He was, but he's not, because the money that was isn't. So how can he if there isn't what there was?
I may not be able to repeat that to the board of directors.
Well, it's quite simple, Mr. Dabney. I destroyed the barn thinking I might build a new one. I just decided against it.
Mr. Blendings, do you remember page 7 of the mortgage, clause 3, paragraph 8, section E, part 5, line 8, of amendment 6, note 12, under article F?
Mr. Dabney, if I stopped long enough to read the mortgage, I wouldn't need to build a house. I could stay at the old lady's home.
Well, you have destroyed property without the bank's consent. I shall be forced to invoke Article F.
What is Article F?
According to Article F, unless you rebuild the barn immediately, your entire mortgage is due at once.
Now, see here, Mr. Dabney. You can't bully and coerce me. I won't be bluffed with a bunch of legal gibberish. I intend to discuss this with my attorney.
Please do.
I shall. Hello. Circle 49929 in New York, please. I wouldn't build a barn now if half the cars in the country were left out in the rain.
Jim never was a milk drinker.
Hello? Oh, Mr. Cole, please. Bill, this is Jim. Guess who's here? Mr. Dabney. And do you know what he tried to tell me? Said I couldn't tear down a barn on my own property because of the mortgage. I'll talk to you later. Mr. Dabney?
Yes, Mr. Blendings.
What color barn would you like? Good morning, Mr. Quince.
Morning. Take that wheelbarrow up there, George.
All right, Mr. Queen.
You know, I sort of thought we'd have the cement all poured by this morning.
Well, I thought so, too. I thought so, and you thought so, but it ain't.
Well, I guess you have to expect a few delays. I figured you ought to have it finished by tonight.
I figure we ought to. By tonight.
Good.
I figure we ought to, and you figure we ought to, but, we ain't. Having trouble.
What trouble can you have with a foundation? You dig a hole and pour the cement.
Exactly what we did. We dug a hole and we poured the cement.
Mr. Quince, there is no cement in that hole.
That give you an idea of the trouble we got?
Great Scott, what are you trying to say?
Mr. Blandings, our hole has a hole in it.
Well, now that's impossible.
I say it's impossible, and you say it's impossible. And so far, we poured 3 loads down the impossible. Must have hit an old well or tunnel.
Well, how much more cement will it take?
Depends on what's at the other end of that hole.
Oh, hi, Mr. Blandings.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wretch. Fine crew of carpenters here.
There's 5 in the country.
I can tell that. They look very competent sitting there on the lawn.
Oh, we can't go any further till the plumber finishes.
Well, where in heaven's name is the plumber?
Mr. Blandings, I'm a carpenter. I don't ask the plumber any questions. I don't even look at what he does. Why, if I so much as point my finger at a pipe, I have to pay dues in 3 more unions.
Never mind, I'll find him. Mr. Beasley! Mr. Beasley!
Jim, what is it you want?
Muriel, have you seen the plumber?
The what, dear?
The plumber. The man with a friend. Have you seen him?
Oh, you mean the nice man who offered to fix my faucet?
Oh, great balls of fire. You didn't take him off the job for that.
But, dear, he offered to do it free.
While he's fixing that faucet free, I've got 6 carpenters waiting. It's costing me $56 an hour. Muriel, get that plumber out to the barn.
I can't.
Why not?
He's gone.
Gone where?
Where they always go, back to the shop for a washer.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Blandings.
Hi, Sam. Where's Mr. Rex?
Oh, he's in town today. I'm taking over.
Well, good. How are things going?
Oh, about like you'd expect. You know the building game. Nail it together, then wait to see if it falls apart. Say, Mr. Kraft left with the blueprints. What do you want I should do with them lintels?
What lintels?
The lintels between the lally columns.
Oh, those lintels.
Yeah. You want I should rabbit them or not?
I thought the barn was for cows.
Oh, please, Muriel, I'll handle this. Rabbit is a carpenter's term. I don't think you need to rabbit the lintels.
Okay, you're the doctor. Hey, Joe!
Jim, why did you say that? You don't even know what he's talking about.
Muriel, when you're as experienced as I am at the building game, you realize it's always cheaper to say no than yes.
Oh.
Yes, Sam, what do you want?
If you got any of them rabbited lintels set up, rip them out.
Okay.
Rip them out. Hey! Oh, wait a minute. Oh.
There you are, Mr. Blandings. Of course, it'll take 2 days to put them back up again.
Muriel, if I ever open my mouth again, will you do one thing?
What's that?
Rabbit me right in the lintels.
Mr. Blandings, you owe us $350 for your completion bond.
Mr. Blandings, that 220-volt switch will be another $90.
Mr. Blandings, we'll need another 100 for replacing those rabbited lintels.
Mr. Blandings, those water troughs will take an extra 200. Mr. Blandings, stop!
Gentlemen, I have tried to be patient. I have tried to be understanding. But the end has come. The well has run dry. The lamb has been shorn. The screwball is unscrewed. I don't care how fine a barn I have or whether it gets completed or not. All I want is that you go away. All of you. Now. And if I don't see a contractor again for 99 years, it'll seem like the pause that refreshes.
But, Mr. Blandings.
Yes!
I just came to tell you the barn is finished.
Here again are Cary Grant and Betsy Drake.
Muriel, I'm already showing a profit on the new barn.
That's wonderful, dear, but how?
I made a deal to print Fly TWA in big letters on the side of the barn. And then in small letters, I'll print to 60 cities in the United States and 20 world centers abroad.
But what about the profit?
Well, they pay me $240 a year for that.
That's very clever, dear.
Well, that's just the beginning. With the $240, I'm going into the poultry business. I made a deal to buy 200 chickens and a rooster.
200 chickens and a rooster?
Yeah. Why, that barn will make us independent.
Not half as independent as that rooster.
Good night, dear.
Good night, everyone.
You've been listening to Comedy Friday, as heard on the Radio Theater channel at www.oldtimeradiolisten.com.